So if you've ever used a tool like ClickUp, you know exactly how this goes, right? It starts out as a super helpful to-do list, and then boom, before you know it, it's a total digital junk drawer. It's such a common problem. But what if there was a way to turn all that chaos into pure clarity? Well, today we're going to dig into an expert framework from Dr. Vernette Grant that promises to do just that. Let's see how it works. Okay, let's really unpack this idea, because it's a big one. A single source of truth. What does that even mean? It means every project, every single decision, every task, it all lives in one clear, organized place. And look, this isn't just about being neat and tidy. This is about building a genuine workflow engine. So let's break down exactly how you get there. All right, the very first, and honestly, the most important step in Dr. Grant's method feels a little backwards at first. You have to stop thinking about tasks. Yep, before you add a single to-do item, we need to build a clean, logical foundation for everything to live inside. Because if you mess this part up, you end up with duplicate tasks, and nobody knows where to find anything. This right here, this is the bedrock for the entire system. And here it is. This is that foundation she's talking about. It maps perfectly to how a business actually runs. So think of spaces as your big departments, marketing, operations, product. Then, inside those, folders are for your big programs or clients. Lists become the individual projects. And only then, at the very bottom, do you have your tasks. Get this hierarchy right from the start, and everything else just clicks into place. Now, having a nice structure is one thing, but making it actually usable for everyone, that's the next level. Dr. Grant really hammers this point home. You need a common language. Decide on one set of statuses, like to do, in progress, in review, and just use it everywhere. Same for priorities, same for how you assign tasks. This simple discipline means anyone from any team can glance at a project and know exactly what's going on without having to ask a million questions. Okay, so once that clean, consistent foundation is in place, we can unlock one of ClickUp's absolute superpowers. This is where we stop just organizing work and start strategizing about it. We're going to see how you can look at the exact same set of tasks through completely different lenses. See, you're not just stuck in a simple list anymore. If you need all the nitty-gritty details, List View has got you covered. But what if you want to see the workflow, the actual progress? That's what Board View's for. Need to know what's due this week? Calendar View. Worried about your team being overworked? Hello, Workload View. And for that high-level 30,000-foot overview for leadership? That's what dashboards are all about. What's so cool about this is the total shift in perspective. The list view, that's your spreadsheet. It's linear, it's packed with detail, and it's perfect for when you need to dig into the specifics. But the board view, that's your whiteboard with sticky notes. It's fluid, it's visual. You literally drag tasks from one stage to the next, which is just perfect for sprints and really seeing a project's momentum. And here's another super important distinction. The calendar view is all about managing time. It answers the question, will we hit the deadline? The workload view, on the other hand, is about managing people. It answers a totally different question. Does my team even have the bandwidth to get this done? It's two different problems, solved by two different views of the exact same data. Okay, so we have the frame of the car, that's the structure. And we've got the dashboard with all our gauges, that's the visibility. So now, it's time to build the engine. This is where we make the entire system start working for us. So what on earth does Dr. Grant mean by a workflow engine? Well, think of it like this. It's a system where all the boring, predictable, repeatable parts of your job are standardized and, even better, automated. The whole point is to free up your brainpower for the creative, strategic work, the fun stuff, not for manually dragging cards around. And this lays out the three pillars of that engine beautifully. First, you standardize. If you're launching a new marketing campaign every month, for goodness sake, make a template for it. Second, you centralize your knowledge. Attach your processes or meeting notes right to the tasks using docs. No more hunting around for info. And third, the best part, you automate. And this is a perfect, simple example of that automation pillar in action. Now, it seems small, right? But think about how many clicks and Slack messages that one little rule saves you over a year. You don't have to ping someone to say you're done, and you don't have to manually clean up your board. It just happens. This is how you start clawing back hours from your week, one tiny, smart automation at a time. Okay, we've built the machine. It's shiny, it's powerful. But even the best machine needs a good operator, right? So the final stage of mastery isn't about learning some new, complex feature. It's about building simple, consistent habits that keep this whole system humming along smoothly. Dr. Grant's framework suggests a really simple rhythm. Every day, you just start by clearing your inbox and focusing on what's in your today view. That's it. Every week, you zoom out a bit, review your projects, and make sure work is balanced across the team. And then just once a month, you do a quick health check. Are our templates still good? Can we improve in automation? This little bit of regular maintenance is the key. It's what keeps the powerful engine we just built from ever sliding back into that digital junk drawer we started with.
So, the big takeaway here isn't about some magic button, it's about design. And this is really the core of Dr. Grant's whole framework. Control over your workflow is never an accident, it's the result of deliberate choices. By building a solid structure, using your view strategically, and automating all the routine stuff, you are methodically transforming chaos into clarity.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. What would actually change for you or for your team if your project management tool wasn't a source of stress, but was instead your ultimate source of truth, of clarity, and of focus?